Hey family, Pastor Willingham here. It's day 36 of this new year. And what we should know is that nothing is too hard for God. Nothing is too hard for God. I thank you for watching. I encourage you again to subscribe and share this information with somebody you love whose life that you can help change. Nothing is too hard for God. Nothing that you face is too difficult for God. Sometimes we find ourselves in situations where we don't see the way out and we don't think the possibility to succeed exists, that our fate might be sealed or doomed into some negative situation. But here in Genesis 18, verses 10 through 14, we see this story again with Sarah and Abraham, who are beyond their years of having children. But God has a message for them here that, number one, he says that certainly I will return unto thee according to the time of life. And so there is a thing that God wants to do in your life at a particular time. And so number one, it's in God's timing. If it seems like it's not happening as quickly as you want or not happening when you think it should, number one, it's according to the time of life. And Sarah shall have a son, he says, when God, in God's timing. And so because again, Sarah and Abraham were well stricken in age and beyond the point of being able to have children, to a point where Sarah laughed within herself, saying, you know, that we're too old, that we're too old. And the Lord said unto Abraham, why did Sarah laugh, saying, shall I of a certainty bear a child which am old? And then God says this again, is anything too hard for the Lord? Is anything too hard for the Lord? And the answer to that question is no. There is nothing that you face that's too hard for God. And at the time appointed, I will return unto thee according to the time of life, and Sarah shall have a son. And so God is saying, if there's something in your life that hasn't happened yet, you know, nothing is too hard for God. If there's a difficult situation that you're facing again and God hasn't brought you the solution yet, nothing is too hard for God. I don't care what area it's in, if it's in health, if it's in finances, if it's in relationships, if it's in spiritual life, none of it is too hard for God. Stay with God, maintain your prayer life, maintain your meditation, maintain your reading of your scriptures and your devotional life, and God will solve that thing at the appointed time. God has an appointed time that he's going to give us the breakthrough, and nothing is too hard for God. And so have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Again, I appreciate you listening. I encourage you to subscribe and share this information. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.